listening to it's Saturday after Thanksgiving, and I'm listening to today's episode of the Focus Group podcast, Sarah Longwell's weekly podcast that she puts out. They conduct focus groups. They conduct 2 or 3 focus groups every single week, and they make podcast episodes throughout the year. They're fascinating episodes to listen to. They are also oftentimes completely infuriating to listen to. This week, her guest is Catherine Rampell, the new economics columnist hired by the Bulwark. Her work is excellent. Her columns are fantastic. She knows a lot about the economy, and she also knows a lot about what presidents can and cannot do to influence things like overall prices that consumers pay. And she correctly notes that there is literally almost nothing that a president can do policy-wise to bring down consumer prices overall. That is an accurate statement. She also correctly noted that there are things that presidents can do to increase consumer prices, such as put tariffs on every single country on the planet, tariffs that are passed on and paid by consumers. But so they did 2 polling groups this week of double Trump voters, and listening to these people speak is just absolutely maddening. There was one woman who was talking about how she's been laid off for a year, and the job market is atrocious. She can't find a job. Prices are up across the board. She's a Trump supporter. House prices are putting houses out of reach, but she's still very encouraged by the things that Donald Trump and his administration are doing to keep men out of women's restrooms, because that is something that is of tremendous importance to her. Keeping men out of women's restrooms. These people, their brains have been so pickled by right-wing media, and they are just dumb, gullible, easily manipulated, hate-filled bigots. Just flat out. They are just hate-filled bigots. They're incredibly dumb. They believe everything that Fox News and Donald Trump tells them, regardless of what they see with their own eyes. But prices and grocery prices and gas prices, I think it's really the first time that the Trump administration is having to confront the fact that their supporters are, in fact, seeing higher prices. They are not seeing prices come down. And Donald Trump's constant, I'm going to bring prices down on day one during the 2024 campaign rallies, is a ridiculous promise. It was a lie every single time it came out of his mouth. There is nothing that he can do, or any other president can do, to bring down consumer prices. And the reality is that if consumer prices are falling consistently across the board, that is a sign of an extremely unhealthy economy, because that is deflation. Deflation is bad. Counterintuitively, it is. It is a symptomatic sign of an extremely unhealthy, bad economy that is about to totally collapse in on itself and cause unimaginable consequences for literally everybody who is not already a millionaire and a billionaire. But millionaires and billionaires are the only people that Donald Trump cares about. Ironically, the answer to rising prices, hopefully they will stabilize, but the answer to rising prices is something that the corporate class and the millionaire and billionaire class will never, ever, ever allow to happen. That is to raise wages. That is to increase the amount of money that the bottom 80% of consumers have in their actual pockets. Donald Trump's key constituency will never, ever, ever let that happen. Ever. So, but listening to these people talk is just like, what the fuck, man? It's unreal.